What is going on, guys? My name is Tubby, and welcome to the 5-point preview for tonight's Monday Night Raw 223 2015 as we break down what just happened on Fastlane. I did a pay-per-view show last night. If you missed it, there's a link to my Twitch page, twitch.tv/TubbyEmu. We did not do a pre-show yesterday, but there was a post-show that I did for about an hour by myself. Triple H versus The Authority. Not versus The Authority, with The Authority. What happens now? Triple H is in The Authority power. After last night's confrontation with Sting, it was made pretty obvious that he believes that Sting is here to finish his job when WCW couldn't take out WWE back in the day, and Triple H is trying to defend that company at all costs because outside of his family, WWE is the thing he cares most about. So with Sting and Triple H set for a clash at the WWE WrestleMania pay-per-view, where does that leave his role as the Authority? Is this just where he can wrestle again and there's no consequences? Just like with Triple H is one of the questions they had posed themselves. And it makes me wonder, it's how can you be the guy in charge if you're also fighting people and out there trying to defend your company? Will there be any kind of backlash followed? I don't necessarily think so. I think that, there's a count of 6. I don't necessarily think there's anything they have to do storyline-wise. I think they've already done the abusing of power. I would still love to see Vince McMahon come back and just seize power of his company and take Triple H off TV, but I don't necessarily see that happening. So will his role change at all with the Authority or power? No. I think, if anything, maybe Stephanie would gain some control, but Sting and Triple H are set for a clash, and I don't necessarily, with him getting the upper hand so far and Triple H been getting dominated every time, it makes you worried. Maybe Sting is about to get jobbed out after 14 years. Maybe it's about to be Triple H ending WCW once and for all, and Triple H hulks up at the pay-per-view like, right? Is that a thing? We'll find out. And then last night at the Fastlane pay-per-view, after the first opening match where Team Authority won, they beat Dolph Ziggler, Eric Rowan, Ryback. They went for a triple powerbomb. They were going to keep beating him down with J&J Security, and Randy Orton came out and made the save. After Randy Orton made the save, he RKO'd J&J Security with a nice mid-air RKO as well. And then he tried to get his hands on Seth Rollins. The briefcase went flying. And in the process of the briefcase going flying, he went for the second rope DDT. And in the process of doing that, Kane had pulled him out of the way and allowed him to run out the side. So it's obvious that Seth Rollins versus Roman Reigns, not Seth Rollins versus Roman Reigns, if he cashes in, yes, but before he gets to that match possibly at WrestleMania, he's going to have to go through Randy Orton, which is something that has been building for a while. He did keep him out with an injury, or, so he could film his movie. He injured him, and now looks like Randy's coming back for Retribution. I thought it would have been cool to have Randy cost him the match at WrestleMania, but then I realized they would not go without Randy Orton on the card at the WrestleMania pay-per-view. So I want to know your guys' thoughts on that one. Is Randy Orton versus Seth a good consolation, or like CM Punk said, facing Randy Orton at WrestleMania is not a main event, regardless of what the WWE has to say? I'm still kind of glad they're finishing the storyline up. Hopefully it means Seth can go on to other things, and hopefully this will be the final link before maybe we get a cash-in at WrestleMania or even the Raw afterwards, and finally see Seth Rollins kind of go on to bigger and better things. We still have to figure out the link with the Authority as well, though, with J&J Security and everything kind of running roughshod. At what point do they finally either take down the Authority? Is Sting the guy that takes down the Authority? We'll find out. And then the man that's wrestling right now, John Cena, after facing Rusev last night at the Fastlane pay-per-view, they actually put on a good match. I think they went on about 15 to 18 minutes, a little bit longer than most people were expecting. It almost went longer than the main event, but it didn't. And I have to say, both guys did a great job. John Cena really sold Rusev very well. I mean, granted, other than the fact that he called out the spots really loud, I thought John Cena did a good job. And in the final ending with Lana coming in to distract, she had the U.S. title, distracted the referee. Chioda wasn't paying attention. Not Chioda. Chioda was in the main event. You had him distracted, which allowed Lana, who was holding the belt, to let Rusev kick him right in the nuts. And nailed Cena in the nuts, took him out with a kick, and then locked in the accolade, and John Cena passed out, probably selling the pass out of the accolade so well. Better than Swagger, better than Big E, And it looked like, I think somebody had tweeted me that it looked like John Cena's bones had just disappeared. Like that was all that was left of John, was like this body figure. And I thought John did one hell of a job. He didn't know what happened. He sold it afterwards. So it's clear we're going to get Rusev versus Cena. Will he be able to rebound, or is Rusev on to bigger and better things? I don't think this is the end of it, obviously. I think they're going to face off at WrestleMania. It makes sense. I would still like to see Rock versus Rusev. It's something they teased, and maybe it's another way they can get, Cena beat Rock, but Cena couldn't beat Rusev, but Rock beat Rusev. Or, I don't know. They're not doing that, obviously, because he's got movies and things going on. But can Cena rebound? Will he be able to go up against Rusev? Will he be able to? Of course he will. It's John Cena. His legacy, his WrestleMania legacy, we don't really have to worry about much of that. But and then last night, will Roman Reigns be ready for Brock Lesnar? That is the question that the WWE is posing to us in this week's 5-point preview. Is he ready? I don't think anybody is ready to face Brock Lesnar. I can't say that lightly. Nobody, I don't think anybody is possibly ready for the man that suplexed. I'm just losing my words. I'm so excited. Suplexed John Cena 16 times. The man that went out in triple threat at Royal Rumble absolutely stole the show with Seth Rollins and John Cena. Looked like an absolute beast. He's going up against a man that just beat Daniel Bryan, and like I said, it's a smart thing for WWE to put Roman Reigns. If Roman Reigns is their next guy, Vince McMahon is going to get what he wants. You have no better man to put him up against right now than Daniel Bryan, and that's what they did last night. They said on Stone Cold's podcast, in an age where kayfabe is dead, you try to pull something over on fans, and I think the hot betting line last night was there was going to be a no contest and a triple threat at the pay-per-view. Well, guess what? Roman Reigns won clean. He hit him with a spear, pinned him in the middle of the ring, 1, 2, 3, and I don't think that's something that a lot of people were not expecting. So where do we go from here? Is he fully ready? And like I said, I don't think anybody is ready for the beast that is Brock Lesnar, but I definitely think that them putting him up against Daniel Bryan instead of like a Big Show, or instead of some other Kane or some other kind of match that would have not really done anything for him, at least in this way. He was meant to look like a beast. I thought he did a hell of a job selling it. And a couple moments in the match when he hulked up, it made him look like a possible legitimate challenger against Brock Lesnar. I don't know if he'll necessarily win this year, or nor should he if Brock Lesnar were to resign. But there's still a possibility of there being a heel turn from Daniel Bryan. And maybe Daniel Bryan gets added into the match anyway. Maybe Triple H caves, and that's what pisses off Roman Reigns, and then maybe we get Roman Reigns versus Triple H or something down the line. I don't exactly know where that'll end up going, but I definitely think there's more to this story, and I can't wait to see what happens. If it was me, though, I would just leave it a one-on-one. Just let them do their thing. Roman Reigns won it. Roman Reigns did his thing. So, and then last but not least, last night, Bray Wyatt came out with the Druids. Yes, fooled everybody, and I don't think he necessarily fooled everybody, because he didn't fool me, because we knew he was talking about him in the promos. A lot of people were like, oh my God, it's Taker. And then out comes Bray Wyatt. He sold it so well. His promos, man, are just awesome. I think Bray Wyatt himself just sells everything so well. And, I don't think he needs to become the new dead man of the WWE. I think what he needs to become is that the character that just has like weird, odd powers. Like, he doesn't necessarily need to win. He doesn't necessarily have to lose. He just goes out there, and especially after losing to like John Cena, and he was able to recoup, and then he went up against Dean Ambrose, and he did his thing. He's the guy that I think, when Dead Man sits up, when Dead Man is absolutely dead, he sits up, and you don't know how he keeps going. That's kind of him. That's what Bray Wyatt can do. And Bray Wyatt versus Taker. Will the Undertaker respond on Monday night? We're going to find out. I hope he does. We are only 30-some days away. They've got to, start hyping the match, pimping it out, and I'm excited for it, man. I think they're going to steal the show. I think Bray and Undertaker, they're going to work good together. A lot of people are saying that it will not work at all, and that it's just a lot of people are just not giving him any chance, and or they're saying the streak, he's 21-1, he shouldn't go 21-2. The streak was over at 21-1, guys. There is no more. You can't have him tarnish his legacy by his legacy is what he did for those 22 years. And in those 22 years, Brock Lesnar, the one loss he had, was able to become a huge star this year. And then let alone allowing Bray Wyatt to become that huge superstar in future that's what I think Dead Man would want, and that's what I hope he does, because I'm really excited for it. So let me know in the comment section below, guys. What are you most excited about from Monday Night Raw? The 5-point preview tonight. And once Raw goes live, if something absolutely crazy were to happen and something epically awesome, finish it off, I may go live afterwards, but I highly doubt it. Make sure to follow me on Twitch, though, for live streams more. I'm back from that trip. So twitch.tv/TubbyEmu. And until next time, guys, thank you very much for watching. I do appreciate it. Triple H is going to stay with the Authority. Orton versus Seth. Can Cena rebound? Is Reigns ready for Brock Lesnar? And last but not least, Bray Wyatt versus Taker. So until next time, guys, thank you very much for watching. John Cena is probably going to overcome somebody tonight just like he did. Or he's going to have words for Rusev saying he never tapped out. So until next time, guys, thank you very much for watching. And we will see you all later.